I pray that the state attorneys give him the police statement. You confirm this is the handwriting of the police officer who recorded?
I think that is a rather vague question. Maybe you ask him whether he confirms that it is his statement.
Okay, do you confirm it's your statement?
Ekyo kiwandiiko kye bakuwadde ye statement gye wakola.
You go to the last page.
Genda ku page esembayo.
Do you see where the police officer signed?
Olaba omupoliisi gye ya signing.
Ndabawo.
I see where he signed.
Are you aware that your name does not exist there?
Okimanyi nti awo tewali linnya lyo?
Near where the police officer signed.
Kumpi n'omupoliisi gye ya signing.
Ndaba tiririwo.
I see it is not indicated there.
Are you aware that there is nothing to show that there is your signature?
Okimanyi nti tewali awantu wonna awalaga nti waliwo omukono gwo oba wosayininze?
Saba kunziramuko Oweekitiibwa.
Are you aware that there is nothing where you are talking about? Your signature does not exist.
Nti okimanyi nti ku kiwandiiko ekyo tewali awali signature yo oba omukono gwo?
Please look at the way I'm showing you.
Bwe mba nkyetegereza sirabako signature yange.
Okay.
After looking at it, I don't see my signature.
So since you ended in S4, will I be right to say you know how to write your name?
Nga bwe wakoma ku siniya y'okuna bw'agamba nti agambe nti omanyi okuwandiika erinnya lyo.
Erinnya lyange manyi oliwandiika.
I know how to write my name.
Will I also be right to say you know how to sign?
Era omanyi okusayininga.
Manyi okusayininga.
I know how to sign.
Thank you. Now, can you, the last the last page, have you seen where there is the word during my interaction?
Ku page esembayo olina olaba ekigambo kiri mu Luzungu nga kigamba nti during our interaction. Kiwandiise awo.
Nkiraba.
Okay. Can you read it
I've
to...
seen
in everything and looked a perfect and normal person.
Okay. Will I be right to confirm that you do not have any expertise in the medical profession to confirm the health status of a human being?
Agamba nti si mutuufu okugamba nti tolina bukugu bw'ekisawo okumanya omuntu oba mulamu oba si mulamu, ategeera bulungi oba ategeera.
Obukugu obwo sibulina.
I don't have that expertise.
My Lord, the alleged statement has no name of the alleged witness. It has no signature, whereas he knows how to write or sign.
The alleged statement of the witness has no name,
has no signature, I pray that court receives his statement, since he's not the one who wrote as a PID. To show that he has no police statement. Much obliged.
Oludo olw'omuvunaanwa bagamba nti omujulizi ono statement gye bamuwadde teriko linnya lye, teriko na mukono gwe oba siginica ye, n'olwekyo abadde asaba kooti ekiwandiiko ekyo bakireete kooti ekyekaanye ekakase nti omujulizi ono teyakola statement ku poliisi.
Mr. Mwaganya, any reply?
My Lord, can we look at the copy that our brother is following? Because we are variance. I don't want to go into a lot of...
Let me first have a look at what you have. Kumbuga, let me have a look at what you have also. Mr. Kumbuga, when you say that it has no name, what do you mean? I think I saw the name on your copy, the copy that you wrote. His name appears on the first page, and then on the place for signature at the end, that's where his signature is missing. So when you say that the statement has no name and no signature, what do you mean?
My Lord, I asked him whether he knows how to write his name and sign. Those are missing. What is written on top?
At the back of the statement, or the whole statement?
Yes, my Lord.
At the back, at the end?
At the beginning, it's the police officer who wrote his name.
Okay.
Much obliged.
My Lord, I think the two statements, the one that we have on the file and the photocopy, and I think Mr. Kumbuga didn't look at this, the one which he asked us to pass to the witness. I have just been talking to the investigating officer, my Lord, and the explanation I got is that at first, after recording, they realized that the witness had only signed on the first page and not signed on the second page, and they subsequently took the statement back to him for signing, and our original is signed. But because they were doing photocopying for the Russia disclosure, as soon as each witness was recording, I think they had already made the photocopy, which we disclosed to the defense. But the content, my Lord, is exactly the same, except the signature on the last page, which was rectified after.
Oludo lwabe lugamba nti statement zaali bbiri, original ne photocopy gye baawa balooya b'omuvunaanibwa nga bagamba nti omujulizi abapoliisi
Sorry, you first finish, sorry.
Bagamba nti omujulizi yasooka n'asayininga ku page eyali esooka ne beerabira kumuwa kusayininga ku page ey'okubiri, naye engeri gye baali balina okufotokopinga mangu babawe ku mpapula ze bagenda okugenderako, kirabika eyafotokopinga yabawa nga tebanatwala okusayiningako, naye kopi bagirina wano mu kooti ate nga nsayininge ku page zonna ate nga eri mu original.
My Lord, we also observe that the statement actually has the name of the witness and his full particulars, including his telephone contacts. So the only thing that was omitted on the photocopy was his signature, but the signature actually was rectified on the original, which is available in court.
Let me have a look at both of them again. So, Mr. Kumbuga, the photocopy that you have indeed does not have the signature of the witness, but now the original has the signature of the statement of the witness. So you want me to admit what he was looking, you want me to admit the photocopy that doesn't have his signature? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, my lord.
That's what you want me to admit?
My lord, since the signed copy was not disclosed to us, I pray that both statement, but however, my lord, first let me make first a rejoinder.
I want it first be clear.
Okay,
so that
much
I am able
obliged.
to,
I would now pray that both statements be admitted on record.
the original and what was disclosed to you,
Yes, my lord.
both as your
As PID
evidence for the
defense.
defense exhibits. PID.
Yes, my lord, is not the author.
Why PID?
My lord, it's okay.
No, I want to understand, why should it be an identification document or a document for identification? I thought you wanted to use it as your exhibit for the defense.
My lord, in the wisdom of court, I concede to you, let them be exhibits
As for the defense.
for the defense.
Okay. You wanted to make a rejoinder. You still want to make a rejoinder?
My lord, the land chief state attorney has explained about the document, how finally this Afande allowed him to sign. My lord, that explanation amounts to giving evidence from Daba. It should be the Afande who recorded the statement to come and give those clarifications. If it may please this honorable court, that explanation should be expunged from the record. I so pray.
Roya w'omuvunaanibwa agamba nti omuwabi wa gavumenti agezezaako okunnyonnyola engeri gye baasayininga statement eyo, naye n'agamba nti afande yeyandibadde ng'ajja n'annyonnyola ensonga zino, so si omuwabi wa gavumenti okutandika kunnyonnyola engeri gye afande bwe yakkiriza omujulizi okusayininga statement eyo.
Okay, I have looked at the original statement of the witness of the prosecution, and I've also looked at a photocopy of the same statement, which is in the possession of the defense, which they received as part of the disclosures, as part of the pre-trial disclosures. I note that they both have the name of the witness and his particulars, including his telephone number. I also observe that the contents of both statements are the same. The disparity is that where the disclosed photocopy does not have the signatures of the witness, both on the first and second page. This clearly indicates that the signatures on the original were appended after the photocopying had been done. Prosecution has tried to explain how that came about, but I agree with the defense counsel that that was actually giving evidence from the bar. I believe that explanation should be with the investigators, but not with the prosecutors. I will admit both statements as of the statement of Mackay Joel in the possession of the defense is admitted, and it is marked DEX2A, and the original statement, police statement of Mackay Joel is admitted, and it is marked DEX2B.
Oweekitiibwa omulamuzi atunudde ku statement eya Mackay Joel eri original, ate n'amala n'atunula ku copy ya statement eyo nga oludda oluwaabi balooya bwe bagirina, nga oludda oluwaabi bakola photocopy ne bagiwa balooya ba omuvunaanibwa. Naye zombi statements ziriko amanya g'omujulizi ate nga kuliko n'ebimukwatako ng'enamba y'essimu, nti enjawulo eriwo eri ku signature. Original erina signature zonna, naye kopi gye baabawa terina zi signature, ekitegeeza nti ezo signature baaziteekako nga bamaze ku photocopingamu okuwa balooya b'omuvunaanibwa. Era oweekitiibwa omulamuzi akkanyiza ne looya w'omuvunaanibwa nti state attorney okunnyonnyola engeri gye bateekako signature buba bujulizi bwa looya, n'olwekyo abanoonyereza emisango bwe balina okunnyonnyola ekyo. Era statement zombi n'azikkiriza mu kooti ng'ebizibiti. Kopi n'agyaniriza nga ekizibiti ky'omuvunaanibwa ekyokubiri A, then original n'agiwa enamba ya 2B.
Mr. Kumbuga, are you done with cross-examination?
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Any re-exam, Mr. Mwaganya?
Yes, my lord. Mr. Mackay, I'm going to ask you a few questions for clarification.
Mwami Mackay bagenda kubuuzako ebibuuzo tangaazeeko ku nsonga ezitali zimu.
Yes, sir.
You have been asked about why you stated in your statement that in your interactions with the accused, he was well coordinated in everything and looked perfect and normal person. yet you say you are not, you don't have the expertise to confirm his health status. I want you to clarify to court what was the basis for your said observation.
Bakubuuziza n'ogamba nti bwe wayogera n'omusajja oyo yali ategeera bulungi bye yali akola era yali alabika ng'omuntu eyali bulungi ng'omutwe gwe gukola bulungi. Ne baddamu ne bakubuuza oba waali olina obukugu mu by'obusawo n'ogamba nti nedda, era akubuuza wagendera ku ki, wasinziira ku ki okugamba nti omusajja ono yali ng'ategeera bulungi?
Nasinziira ku bikolwa bye.
I based on his actions.
What actions?
Bikolwa bye biki? Nga ki?
Okugeza nga we namugamba okugenda okusasula ssente ku bank.
For example, when I told him to go and pay money at the bank,
yakikola nga we nali mulambise.
he did it as I had told him.
What else?
Ekirala,
Oyamala okusasula ssente mu bank, yasobola okukomawo era n'aleeta bank slip.
after paying the money in the bank, he was able to bring and to come and
It's time to break free with AZAM TV. Grab yourself a full kit at 80,000 shillings or an AZAM decoder at 40,000 shillings. Experience the thrill of every goal in La Liga, Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga, and the excitement of live sports action from the Saudi Pro League and Carabao Cup on AZAM Plus and Play Package in HD. Your favorite China Uganda movies on Chamuka TV on AZAM Pure for just 13,000 shillings monthly. Unlock a world of sports and entertainment with AZAM TV, the most affordable pay TV around. Visit any of our agents or call 0312 308 900 for more details.
AZAM TV, entertainment for everybody.
In the neighborhood, near stagnant water and mosquito breeding sites, malaria lurks, always waiting to strike. But fear not, for here comes Mr. Vaxa, the ultimate protector against malaria. For years, malaria has been one of the biggest threats to children under 5, making them weak and even putting their lives at risk. But now, the government is introducing a new solution, the malaria vaccine. The malaria vaccine is now in the routine immunization schedule. The malaria vaccine is administered in 4 doses at 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and 18 months. This vaccine will provide extra protection against severe malaria. And don't forget, routine immunization protects children from many deadly diseases. Every vaccine matters. Visit the nearest health facility for routine immunization services today. Mr. Vaxxer, the malaria vaccine, is free, safe, and ready to protect our children. Will you join the fight and complete all 4 doses? For more information, call the Ministry of Health on 0800 100 066. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Muchara wanji mwami akahoho kararugokwe kukaransonasona nkunyije na bene iwe.
Hati turakozesa sabundi za wandazi.
It is okay, ndebire wanyirira n'abana batakeyagura kamba njurire esabundi za wandazi zirimo birungo byo muhendo okuhumuraje no kuhwero kumaraho burwire bwo mubiri okananuka okanyirira aba wandazi beine wandazi medicated soap nerwaniso bukoko aha mubiri beine wandazi habo soap ibyo kweyaguzo rugusyo wacha wewe beine wandazi baby soap ejineri ndaje mibiri y'abana ejikwata mememe aba wandazi beine wandazi black soap okuchencho burofwa mu mibiri okasigarura bobera aba hoteli na guest houses mutwarira abajenyi banyu wandazi guest soap eina kahoho karungi esabuni za wandazi ziryo mu maduka gono mwihanga omu retail na wholesale zikakakasibwa na UNBS abo byo mutindo abariko no mbwinji tere simu noti 383 gura hati
Wonders, always wonderful.
Enta uniye kasesebero makumi abiri na bitano kwa kani ya macha iziri umayikandisha tukumira na mani manene. Heli baby akandisha leto muziki wakalakalire abiri na bitano kwa kani onkoro enzori sikwaye atamasha hukulira banyakaseze omuzike wama unzame akamsanjuna na mukokota ni live concert Hotola uta
Chama dukuma tuwa muziki wewe Helio no brimbre kwa stage sina na sinene Oma Uganda enu bayi Kongo na hande Yono masek Eringramo Arebat Siri jikanane Neshe nyukisha chungururu kwa mtualo Esho meza Eye silver Mito lume 15 Gold Milioni ngoma Platinum Milioni sato Oyoni heri baby Oma live concert Okwa Renzori Square
Sponsored by Tayari West Irakalietu. Weekendeji aha Tayari West
abashomesa ayishomero nkamba tureza hariho ubunta aho mu class mu lecture room amakerere kagamba nka lecturer witwa kama mwita mu Chake Brian abana bona bakana mamanya ngo lecturer ngo yatahama
baba we bakureba
nkagamba bona mabo bari ya computer bari bama kuza kuhinuka hatu bashangara inyo ebyo byona nkariyo nimbe kora lecturer na washitami
rangimu ukado shimango arum
nganda kuchuma hati class yabere ruga makarga kujishomesa
yayigumira
turukura uyaje nashitama ko mushora mwata mu computer lab
mwaterwa rwa
akamwe Chake Brian haza ngena gamba class today we shall handle website na tahamundu kugamba hata bari ama computer bangu yatandika kushomesa oyirawe bari yomisene bande basheka haza no batakumangwaro nagomeza munagamba nukuzamwanya gwanje kuna bendi yaho namwe
Omukwezi kwa kanoku yatebekanisa okuhangura bihango n'ab'ekitongole ky'ebyomutindo ekya Uganda National Bureau of Standards UNBS okutandikana n'okwakana teekaho Tayari West TV, Tayari FM n'abanyakigezi FM obwe Mr Quality ali aha nguudo z'orurembo rwawe nirubaasa kubambarra Ntungamo, Fort Portal, Bushenyi, Hoima, Kasese ingo rurembo rundu rwona ekyo rakore ni kimwe cyonka iwe gura bintu ebiri hakabonero ka UNBS narish cyuma diro byoreke Mr Quality oya hangura mitware 5 za shilingi ya Uganda aho naho buri bintu byuraze kugura bishwijume oyetegereze ngo biri hakabonero ka cyuma narisha ka UNBS
leero hangura ebihango. UNBS omutindo omulungi buli hamwe.
Yegurra Zuku TV decoder na satellite dish erizoba aha kabeyi kake emitwaro 89 zonka kandi Zuku decoder aha mitwaro 4 zonka. Rero shemererwe obwo rwerebera channels nungi nka series ez'abana, music, amahurre agaloko hamwe n'agaheru yihanga n'ezindi nyingi. Yerebere Zuku Smart aha mitwaro 12 zonka, Zuku Smart Plus aha mitwaro 16, Zuku Classic aha mitwaro 25, Zuku Premium aha mitwaro 35, yegite aha Zuku erizoba buzima oshemererwe.
Omusawo ono yasoma alina obuyigirize obwa masters ez'abasawo nga yakuguka mu by'obwongo nga yabisomera mu University ya Makerere n'amara nga 2011 era yasoma ne bachelors oba degree esooka mu busawo yakisomera ku University y'Embarara n'amara omwaka ogw'2000 n'agamba era yasoma yalina obuyigirize obulala obukwata ku bukulembeze ne ku by'okunoonyereza nga weesigamye ku busawo.
For how long have you been practicing medicine?
My Lord, I've been practicing medicine for 25 years now.
Sorry, doctor, please speak through the microphone.
My Lord, I've practiced for 25 years.
And as a psychiatric doctor at the facility, what are your duties?
My Lord, at the facility I work as a psychiatrist, but also I do general practice, which includes treating patients, I also examine and assess persons brought to me by police for different categories, which include the following:
Yes.
Victims of crime, suspects of crime, or people who have been injured.
Agambye alina obukugu bwa myaka 25 ng'omusawo era ku mirimu gye agamba ajjanjaba obwongo nti ate n'abalwadde abalala nabo abajjanjaba ate amanyi n'okukebera abantu nga poliisi baleese asooke abakebere ng'abantu abatuusibwako obulabe, abantu abakoze emisango n'abantu ababeera nga bafunye ebisago.
How do you come to examine suspects of crime?
My Lord, suspects are brought to me by police officers And after assessing them, I make reports on the police form and hand it back to the police officers.
Which police form?
My lord, suspects are brought on police form 24 or 24A, depending on the case, my lord.
24 or what?
24A, my lord.
Nti abantu ababa bazize emisango abapoliisi babamutwalira okubakebera nti bw'amala kubakebera n'awandiika report oba n'abawandiikira biki byalabye oluvannyuma report egyo n'addamu n'agisindika ku poliisi.
How do you identify police form 24 that you authored?
My lord, I can identify it through recognizing my handwriting, my signature, and stamp of the office, my lord.
N'agamba nti bwe bamulaga ripooti gye yawandiika asobola kugitegeerera ku mukono gwe ku signature ye ate ne stampu y'eddwaliro gy'akolera.
Want you to look at the form and tell court if you recognize it.
My lord, I can confirm this is a form that was given to me and I'm the author of the report.
Bamuwadde ripooti n'akakasa nti yeeyo gye yawandiika.
Who did you examine?
My lord, it was a form that originated from Gaba Police
Doctor,
Station.
now you follow me. It's okay. Just follow me. I know.
My lord, it was in respect of a chosen person, Christopher Okero Onyim.
Read the names again.
Christopher Okero Onyim.
When did you examine him?
I examined the person on the 7th of April 2026, my lord.
Nti mu ripooti eyo yakebera omusibe gwe bayita Christopher Okero Onyum nga nnaku z'omwezi 7 ogwokuna 2026.
Who was the requesting, what entity?
My lord, it originated from a police station, Gaba Police Station.
Kyabali bamusabye okwekebejja omusibe bali ba poliisi ey'eggaba.
Under what case reference?
CRB 026 2026.
Era nga ku poliisi y'eggaba omusango bali baguwadde enamba nga 026 kasale 2026.
Doctor, do you still recognize the person that you examined?
Yes, my lord.
Is he in this court?
My Lord, the person examined is the one across.
Agamba nti omuntu gwe yakebera ye omuntu ali mu maaso ge.
Please take court through your findings.
My Lord, I found him to be 39 years old, and he had injuries. He had abrasions.
Injuries?
He had abrasions on the forehead, the right side, which measured 1 centimeter by 0.5 centimeters. He had bruises above the right eye.
Bruises above. Yes.
Of the size 1.5 centimeters by 1 centimeter. He had bruises on his abdomen, the left side. Of the size 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters.
Doctor, could you please go back to the bruises on the abdomen?
Above the right eye, my lord.
Abdomen.
Abdomen.
Bruises on the abdomen.
Yes, on the left side, which measured 4 centimeters by 2 centimeters.
Yes.
More bruises on the abdomen on the right side, measuring 2 centimeters by 1 centimeter.
Measuring
2 centimeters by 1 centimeter. He also had bruises across the back, measuring 8 centimeters by 3 centimeters, my lord. The injuries were due to blunt force.
Were due to injuries were due to
blunt force. They were dry and healing about 3 to 4 days old. On mental examination, my lord.
Let them first interpret that.
Bwe yamukebera yasanga nga yali wa myaka 39 egy'obukulu, nga yali alina ebisagu ng'azimbye ku mutwe, era nga yali alina enkwagulo waggulu w'eriiso erya ddyo, nga ne ku lubuto sayidi ya ddyo naye nga yali alinaku enkwagulo ne mu mugongo, nti era naye nti enkwagulo ezo zaali zikaze nga ziri mu kuwona, nga kirabika yali yazifuna ennaku 3 ku 4 emabega.
Proceed, doctor.
On mental examination, my lord, he had normal behavior. He was calm.
You are going to go slow. Yes.
He was calm and cooperative. Speech was coherent. His memory intact and exhibited good judgment. His thought process and content.
His thought process and what?
And content was normal but believed in wealth by human sacrifice. He was able to explain the reasons for killing the children, as fortune hunting or enrichment. He got the idea on recalling childhood folk tales of getting wealth, childhood folk tales of getting wealth by sacrificing people. My Lord, I noted the following. He had history of past mental illness.
What was the source of what you noted?
My Lord, the source was from Mr. Okero himself.
What did he tell you?
He had history of past mental illness treated between the year 2016 to 2025.
Between?
The year 2016 to 2025, which was associated with both auditory and visual hallucinations.
Which was?
Associated with both auditory and visual hallucinations.
The first word is?
Auditory.
Can you spell it for court?
My Lord, it is AUDITORY. And visual.
What else did he tell you?
That he killed his 2 to 3-year-old brother in the year 2016 or 2017.
In which year?
2016 to 2017, my Lord. Reportedly to save him from troubles of this world. He also attempted suicide in the year 2023.
He was giving you that information?
Yes, my Lord.
That what?
That he attempted suicide in the year 2023.
Did he reveal any other information to you?
My Lord, he revealed to me that he was suffering from sickle cell disease and on treatment.
Yes.
My Lord, the findings above I noted are suggestive of a mental condition with psychotic episodes, are suggestive of a mental condition with psychotic episodes.
Doctor, the above findings are suggestive of
a mental condition with psychotic episodes. Further mental assessment.
Just a minute. Okay. What is it that you refer to as the findings above?
My Lord, the findings about having had a mental breakdown and treated in the hospital.
I'm getting lost. The findings above are in respect of the information he gave you, or in respect of your examination?
Your assessment, yes.
My Lord, on the information that he provided, that under my note.
Were you in position to verify the information that he gave to you under your note?
No, my Lord, I was not able to verify it.
Why?
My Lord, the only source of information was Mr. Okero himself. And he had no medical documents. That was the reason, my Lord, I could not verify it.
Dr. Wood, the availability, how would the availability of medical documents have affected the mental health assessment that you made?
My Lord, the availability of the documents would have stated whether his condition cured and he was discharged as a functional person.
Okay, you can.
Mbwe bwe yamukebera obwongo yasanga nga yali yeeyisa bulungi nga mukaakamu era ng'akwatagana naye bulungi ng'ayogera bulungi nti ng'ajjukira bulungi ate ng'asobola nakwesayirawo bulungi nti yali alowooza bulungi nti ate yali akkiririza nti asobola okufuna ebyobugagga ng'amaze okusaddaaka abantu. N'agamba nti nti yamunnyonnyola ensonga lwaki yatta abaana, n'agamba nti yabata ng'ayagala bya bugagga, nti ekyo yakifuna ng'amaze okujjukira engero ze bamugamba ng'akyali muto nga bagamba nti asobola kusaddaaka abantu n'afuna ebyobugagga. Nti bwe yali ayogera naye yalaba nga yali ayina baali bamufunyeeko obulwadde bw'omutwe nti ate baabujjanjaba wakati wa nti omwami Okero yagamba musawo nti bali bamujjanjabyeko obulwadde bw'obwongo wakati wa 2016 ne 2025 nti ate obulwadde obwo yalabanga ebintu oluusi n'awulira ebintu ebyogera naye, n'agamba nti era yataako ne muganda we mu embeera gye yali ayitamu, era n'addamu n'amugamba nti yagezaako okwetta mu 2023 era n'amugamba nti yali alina obulwadde bwa nnalubiri oba sickle cells naye nga yali ku ddagala, nti okusinziira ku bye yamugamba kyali kiraga nti yali alina obulwadde bw'omutwe oba obw'obwongo naye nga bwali bujja ne bugenda nti naye teyakikakasa nti okuba nti yeyeka yamugamba ebyo bye yali amugambye, wabula yali talina mpapula zonna eziva wa musawo, ensonga lwaki ye teyakakasa oba kyali kituufu oba nedda. Singa yali alina ebipapula ebiva wa musawo byandiraze oba obulwadde obwo baabujjanjaba n'awonera ddala ne bamuleka agende ng'omuntu eyali akola bulungi.
So, Doctor, notwithstanding the absence of documents of his medical history that you refer to, were you in position to ascertain his mental capacity at that time of your examination? And what did you ascertain for clarity of court?
Yes, my lord, I was able to assess his mental state at that time. And I found he was in a stable mental state at that time, my lord.
Now, in your report,
yes,
and in your own assessment, you have told court that he was able to explain the reasons for killing the children as fortune hunting or enrichment. According to your assessment, was this reason that he gave for the killing of the children caused by any abnormal mental state?
My Lord, I would answer no, because...
Let me understand the question, Mr. Mwaganya. What is the question?
My Lord, the question is that the doctor says that accused told him that the accused was able to explain the reason for killing the children as fortune hunting and enrichment. So I'm requiring the doctor, in his perspective and out of his assessment, could that reason given have been caused by any abnormal mental state?
Could it have been caused? Could it have been influenced?
Or influenced, my lord, for lack of a better word.
Okay. Yes, doctor, can answer that question.
My lord, no. Because when I assessed him, he was not undergoing symptoms that influence the killing of the children.
Because when you assessed him, you can repeat that, doctor?
He was not undergoing symptoms that could have caused killing of the children.
Doctor, did you sign the report?
My lord, I signed the report. This is my signature.
And when?
This was on the 7th of April 2026.
My lord, I pray to tender the police form 24 as an exhibit.
Mr. Kumbuga or Mr. Rahu is replying.
No objection.
Okay, the PF24 in respect of Christopher Okello Onyum, authored by Dr. Nwamanya Emmanuel, is admitted and it is marked PEX7.
Report omusawo ono Nwamanya Emmanuel gye yakebererako Mr. Okello ng'ennaku z'omwezi 7 gw'okuna kooti ng'ekizibito eky'omusanvu obw'oludda olwabyo.
Any other questions for him?
My Lord, that is all from him.
Okay, could I please propose that we take a health break of 10 minutes?
Most of that.
Tujja kukomawo oluvannyuma lw'eddakiika 10.
Omukwezi kwa Kanoku yatebeekanisa okuhangula bihango n'ab'ekitongole ky'ebyomutindo ekya Uganda National Bureau of Standards UNBS.
Oh yes, abali batero West TV ejeshani manaragara munyowe Mr. Quality kuruga omu kitongole kya UNBS kandi turiyo ntwongera ne hururu yo kwenda kumanya abantu nibamanya omugasho gwa UNBS abantu bakuza kushopinga ebintu bakuza kushopinga ne babicheckinga kumanya bya expiring njire mbenda kumanya bino mutindo UNBS ekagurira emitwaro yeye 5 nyo Mr. Quality gurira emitwaro yeye 5 nyo Mr. Quality erizo banza kwaninga bakasente tambura nanye tugende. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
You're good?
Yes.
What's your name?
My name is Angel.
Yes, erizo anafuna Angel. Angel the Mr. Quality kind of go you UNBS. UNBS me check my Insta.
Yes.
Okuhurira UNBS so nchecho kujomish.
No, Okuhurira UNBS. Of course, the people who have to make sure that these products are safe.
Yes.
They are supposed to be sold to the customers.
Yes, nchimaisa nafuna customer orukumanya ahabwachi UNBS eri in existence wa shopping achi?
Na shopping Movit, the vessel called Movit.
Wow, Movit. Okay. Kwanza shopping Movit wabanza wareba ki ekyaleta wagira nko shopping age product.
Nabanza nareba the expiry date.
Yes.
Because you have to be careful.
Yes.
Before you take the product. And next I wanted to see whether this product is approved by UNBS.
Wow. So, kuweza kurebaho wareba ngo nicyo ekiriho akabonero no kamakusha? Yes. Nkaka handikiro ki? UNBS. Wow, that's good. Ogunwe customer witwa kubanza kandi owagura egi product nyenda kucheckinga ku making sure ngo nubuzimazima ako kacu. Yes, ngo mukareba ako nuko kamaka kitu aka UNBS product yagura twaiza confirminga ngo nibuzimazima inoho QR code ya UNBS nchimaisa echechi ya product yagura eri ha mutindo kandi rizo no mpango zitwa kubanza sure ngo twamheza ka sente dino ngo rizo wahangura.
I never knew.
So aho no wayifonere kizike cyawe abo kuba wakuma mutindo kandi koko kumira mutindo noza kongera ikintu cyamani aha Uganda.
Okay, thanks.
Nisha ngoko ndeba ninye Mr. Quality kungamba quality amache kwani manyisa?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, norga shopping? Yeah. Wa shopping achi? Hati ya shagel nyino buzo bwanje buke wonkwenda nkubuzo kandi wabwika
abali ono batereba hatairo West TV ogwo mukyaka nza kuba nimhereza reward za kuba nimhereza cash okuruga mu UNBS nyowe Mr Quality kuwaza kushop
date na expiry date nibyo ndikugeza huku considering when I'm going for shopping.
Wow wachireba when atujira ngo kwakuza kushoppinga abanza ya checking expiry date kwenda kumanya product yagura ekiro hebero ninga expiring ninga shyo no manya kabya kariyo waiza kukolesa product eriko expiring so erizoba ogu nwe customer witu akabiri otwashanga hano ya fresco twenda kongera kumanya ekindi cyakoza kwa ya checking ekindi wa checking hoji.
Of course nimba nimanyo binkosa na checkinga kwe ekukibonire na kishangayo na kigura.
Wow natujira ngo ya je no shoppinga wa shoppinga cream kwaza shoppinga cream wabanza wa checkinga chamani.
I understand Uganda.
Yeah, mutsenywe eka abokoreba tayo wose katubanze twazo mu Uganda. Tishi choso so kucheckinga nga tona gure no cream.
So kucheckinga expiry date na stamp.
Ni stamp yachi
ya UNBS. Agamba ntasose checkinga stamp ya UNBS kan checking eze Mr Quality ndabe akabonero kafe kaliwa insanga nga okwekali awonja ko bantegeera ntimazima. Yes
Narish chuma dero byoreke Mr Quality oya hangura mitware 5 za shilingi ya Uganda aho naho buri bintu byuraze kugura bishwijume oyetegereze ngo birahakabonero ka cyuma narishaka UNBS rero hangure bihango UNBS omutindo murungi burahamwe.
Weekend eji aha Tayari West
abashomesa ayishomero nkamba toreza hariho untaho mu class mu lecture room amakerere kagamba nka lecturer witwa kama mwita muchake Brian abana bona bakana mamanya ngo lecturer ngo yataha
baba we bakureba
nkagamba bono mabo bari ya computer baba kuza kuhinuka hatu bashangara inyo ebyo byona nkariyo nimbikora lecturer na washitami
rangimu ukado simango arum
nganda kuchuma hati class yabere ruga makarga kujishomesa
yayigumira
turukura uyaje nashitama ko mushora mwata ku computer lab
mwaterwa rwa
bakamwe damuchake Brian haza ngena agamba class today we shall handle website na tahamundu kugamba hata bari ama computer bangu yatandika kushomesa oyirawe bari yomisene bande basheka haza no batakumangwaro nagomeza munagamba no kuzamwanya gwanje kuna bendi aho namwe.
Dusk Drive
104.5 by Chigezi FM. On the Dusk Drive today,
Rachel, at what time should your husband get back home?
At 7 p.m. If you're not home, where are you? As a responsible man, at 7 p.m. where are you?
7 p.m.
We are supposed to be at home.
By the time
dinner is 7:30. You where are you at 7?
What kind of dinner though?
Program The Dusk Drive.
This is 104.5
Bana Chigezi FM.
We are your #1 favorite station.
Kafulumu kujjanjaba endwadde ez'ensusu zonna mu bato n'abakulu gamba ng'embalabe obuwere ebiguuna kyogero habo soap ne kyogero habo jelly biri mu sayizi ez'enjawulo ennene n'entono bisangibwa mu maduuka gonna mu ggwanga kyogero ly'essuubi ly'ensusu zaffe.
nk'aba Amity Realtors okugarura abakasitoma baitu nicyo tukunda kukora. Omuhururu yahwire bakasitoma baitu abanyamugisha bakashemererwa mu ruzinduko orutarebera Queen Elizabeth National Park.
I got to know about Amity from social media. I had to buy 8 plots.
Came from Kampala, bought land, drove back. Then on 27th, they called me telling me I'm among the winners.
I saw these people calling me, I won a trip. So I thank the Amity because it's been a good trip. We are now in Queen Elizabeth.
It's really been a pleasure getting to know everyone on this trip.
Kanda hamrindegu twagarukanebye mwana kuchiraho nehururu yitu win big with Amity. Iwe jirecho wagura mu Amity nka ploti hika enju naritaka lya farm shashura ho kimwe cya kabiri otaho mukazano ko kubo musingizi obasa kwesingurira ploti yitaka yabsha ningo zinduko namukundwa wawe omuri Queen Elizabeth National Park. Abanyamugisha batanu buri omwe nija kwesingurira ploti yitaka kandi abakundine 30 nebija kurambura barare biro mpaka omugisha guriho kusiya biro 30 okwezi kwa kane. Tayayira Amity Realtors ari Chosiga House Makansing Street omwariro gwo kubanza ekishenje bishatu 5 omuri Mbara.
Gukora cyane biruta kugira impano. Hari ibintu dukora tubishereza imbaraga nyinshi ko tuba dutekereza nta mpano yo kwiruka mfite, nta mpano yo kuririmba mfite, nta mpano yo gukora aka kazi mfite, ariko ukabona abantu babiri umwe afite impano undi nta mpano afite y'icyo kintu, ariko ukasanga ngo uriya ufite impano ntabwo abyitaho, ntabwo abihereza umwete, ntabwo abyitaho, ntabwo abikoraho cyane, so ugasanga ngo abikozemo rimwe mu cyumweru, rimwe mu kwezi, ariko wa wundi udafite impano afite gukora cyane, so ugasanga ngo buri munsi agiye kuri ka kazi aragakoze, buri munsi agiye ashizemo isaha imwe, ejo ashize yindi isaha imwe, next week ashize yindi isaha imwe, ukwezi kwa gatanu kwa gatandatu umwaka huja gushirira ugasanga ngo wa wundi utari ufite impano akoza akazi kenshi kandi agakoze neza. Twige kwishiramo gukora cyane, nubwo waba ufite impano y'Imana yaguhaye ariko utayikoresha usanga ngo ya mpano nta kizakumarira, ahubwo abangaba badafite impano usanga ngo bazakunyuraho kandi bo nta mpano bafite ariko bashizemo gukora cyane.
Start something new, something uplifting, something so effortless and golden. A thirst-quenching burst of sweetness and multi-flavor, so rich and full of memories. It's 100% taste, 0 alcohol. Try it, savor it, feel it elevate every moment. Sip after sip, gulp after sip, gulp after gulp. After all, life's about turning ordinary gulp. After all, life's about turning ordinary thrills into gulp chills.
Start something malty with the new Evervest Malt Apple and Pineapple. Try the burst of sweetness and malty flavor. It's 100% taste, 0 alcohol. Available in a shop or supermarket near you. Evervest Malt. Make every moment golden. Evervest Malt is from the makers of Pepsi Cola in Uganda.
And for those hair-raising moments, turn to Wonders Hair Products. Say goodbye to dull, lifeless locks and hello to hair that shines with vitality and strength. Because at Wonders, we understand that every day is a chance to create something beautiful, to embrace the wonder that surrounds us and make it a part of who we are. Don't be left behind. Try Wanda's today and get the vibrant look you've always dreamed of. Wanda's, always wonderful.
Otaferwa aha tayari West.
Umuziki hagundi umweshango zahandisho abachana bahanga mu ndongo. Ejini program Saba Saba.
Of course,
come close, don't pause, just whine and pause, commotion.
Abachekeza tubashanga mundongo tudikita nabo. Za stage zomulembe tuzemereho. Omuziki n'okuhurira tokwe. Buli kwa katano shaha inaza chirweti na ndongo basi.
Abachara empangare nimwe mwena bisha bo murembe musya noyenda kujwara ukarebe kaje nko mukazi w'ekitinisa ikiriza twanjurire the light international designers abari kushangwa mu rurembo barra abantu bakumanyisa ngo bakuretire myende y'abachara y'emikoro yona nkeye mbaga jet party dresses, evening dresses, ibiteteye bya office uteberwe na za casual wear bine suits hamwe na blazers ahabwo umucyaro uri kwenda kurebe kaje nendijo minji kande yo murembe buri style yo mwenda yona bajine taya ireduka yabo mpango muri mbarra hari Mbaguta Street Easy View Complex iduka namba U anana munana bagaruka bakora n'itajari Western Akenda hashungwine na Mbarra Central Market bateresimu 0 nkaga na mushanju atawuna mushanju kinana nemwe The Light International Designers munywani wawe umubyo kujwara no kurebe kaje
Otaferwa aha tayari West.
Twabakira abakuhuza n'abakureba TV ya Tayari West. Egi programu tujeta kumanya amateka na Kanso Sandra. Turiya tubire turebire emishango neho kutambura polisi. Concluding topic ejo hariho bugambo bunagamba aho naho nyenda kubumariza okuchenjeka. Nagamba kintu kya bond. Hariho okuza kubuuza nti bond ne sente zonka obo muntu. No, bond neija na security of what? OCCID yakureba nti it is sufficient enough okukipinga ubutiruka. Ati omuntu nabasa kugamba nti kare kanjire nti nahereza yesente zanje. Either omushango gwahwa oba bagudismissinga oba nagenda from one security organization kugenda mu security organization endijo bakweta prison. Esente za bond tesente za government. Esente za bond oyina okugarukayo kababuuza because noba oyina okupapula. Tuduriya tukashashura esente ezi from whatever money they ask for. Twashashura oba tukarekaho epiki, twarekaho egaari, twarekaho ekyapa, twarekaho whatever. Oyina okugaruka wa OC noza kufiringa forms bakubuuze oyine national ID oba toyine national ID. Let's send weaver, bring back what chiwatwire ekitari kyawe. Nobasa kuleta center police but nebacheta exhibit. Esente tizikusigala no wa police. That is a mistake. Esente lekanjire nti Kanso aino mushango bamutwara police oba let's send nyowe nkanye bantwara police oba omuntu wokumanya nti bamutwara police mwashashure sente kale leka tushashure sente oba leka tubahereze ente oba leka tubahereza mate whatever omushango guhwe kino kumuvinga from the person owabulize owa complainant comp ani hokureba nti haro complainant ayina okubaho bakwate sente complainant yazireba yazibara yagaruka nazo ki omuka but not just kutambura nobaasa okuhandiika what omuganda kyakweta endagaano okucenga omu bantu okuhandiika okagira nti nyowe ddd nashashura ogu ddd esente ez'omuhendo eza ddd omushaho.
Number 132 of 2026, Uganda versus Christopher Okero Onyum.
Who is cross-examining the doctor?
I will, my
okay.
Much obliged. Doctor, you're both a psychiatrist and a professional police officer. Is that true?
It is true, my lord.
It's true. And when you're examining, we can see there is physical, there is mental, and in the mental examination, what do you do?
My lord, in the mental examination, I assess the behavior and appearance of my patient. I also assess their thought process, their speech content, and their judgment and cognition in general. Judgment and cognition in general.
Okay, doctor. My lord, I pray he's given the medical report. Doctor, I wanted you to read from where you wrote note on part B.
Miss Sarah, I think that we already have it on record. The
Which
note, you could ask the question so that he doesn't have to read it again.
Doctor, you wrote about the history. You said you also talk about the speech content. And you said he had a history of past mental illness treated between 2016 and 2025 for, if you could help us pronounce that word?
My lord, schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia, associated with both auditory and visual hallucinations. Now, what could you give us?
My lord, the symptoms include delusions, which are beliefs.
Those are the symptoms of schizophrenia?
My lord, the symptoms include delusions, hallucinations, abnormal posturing, incoherent mood, and incoherent affect. Affect means the consistency between what a person reports to feel and the way they present on the outlook, among other symptoms, my lord. I can't exhaust the list.
Thank you. So, doctor,
what they feel and the way they
appear on the outlook.
Doctor, you mean like what they feel is different from how they appear? There is a fight?
My lord, yes. The person may report that they are very annoyed or angry, but when they are laughing, my lord.
So, doctor, when he also reported to you about the attempted suicide in 2023,
it's correct, my lord.
As a professional police officer and a psychiatrist, didn't you find it necessary to refer him to Butabika when you were doing all this?
My lord, that was in the far past, and the current status was he was stable.
If first record that, what did you say, doctor?
That was his history in the past.
May you spell agenda for court?
A-G-E-N-D-A. Yes.
You say you're 41 years.
Yes, my lord.
Where do you work?
I work with CCare IHK.
You work with?
With CCare IHK, International Hospital, Kampala, my lord.
Before IHK, what did you say?
I am age 41 years old, my lord.
The hospital.
I work with CCare, Care, International Hospital, Kampala, my lord.
Who are you at CCare International Hospital?
At CCare IHK, I am a psychiatrist.
For how long have you worked as such?
I've worked as a psychiatrist for the past 4 years, my lord.
How about with StarTimes? IHK?
My Lord, same time, 4 years.
Doctor, what are your qualifications?
I am a medical doctor. I have a master's degree of medicine in psychiatry, obtained in 2022 at Makerere University.
Yeah, we are going to go by pennies speed.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. So you obtained this in which year?
2022.
Other than the master's, do you possess any other qualifications?
I have a bachelor's degree of medicine and surgery from Makerere University, obtained in 2010.
So for how long have you practiced medicine?
I practiced medicine, my Lord, for the past 16 years now.
Mr. Mwaganya, we can now have interpretation.
Sure, my Lord.
ono omusawo bamuyita Agenda Rogers nga wa myaka 40 egy'obukulu ng'akola n'eddwaliro erya StarTimes ku International Hospital Kampala ng'ate musawo wa bwongo amaze emyaka 4 ng'ajjanjaba obwongo ate n'okubeera mu ddwaliro erya International Hospital Kampala amaze emyaka 4 obukugu ayina masters mu by'obusawo ng'ebyokujjanjaba obwongo nga yasomera mu University ya Makerere ate n'amala nga 2022 era yasoma degree esooka mu busawo n'agijja Makerere University nga yamala 2010 ate amaze emyaka 16 ng'akola omulimu gw'obusawo.
Doctor, what are your duties as a psychiatric doctor?
As a psychiatric doctor, I receive clients at my mental health clinic at StarTimes IHK. I assess them.
Let's go slowly, doctor.
Okay.
Just imagine we are writing.
Yes, my Lord.
So you receive patients at your mental health clinic?
Yes.
At StarTimes?
At StarTimes IHK.
Yes.
I carry out an assessment, a psychiatric assessment on these patients or clients.
Yes.
I diagnose mental disorders, if any. If there is a diagnosis, I go ahead and treat them with medication and therapy.
Yes.
Sometimes I am required on case-by-case basis to write a psychiatric report. Depending on the individual, sometimes can be work-related, Sometimes those reports can be required by court. Sometimes they are required for compensation purposes. That is it, my Lord.
Are you in position to recognize the accused person in the
I think
dock?
he can remove the mask first so that yeah.
Yes, my Lord, I recognize him.
You can put on back the mask.
How do you know him?
My Lord, he came one time to CK IHK as one of my clients.
What brought him to CK IHK?
My Lord, he came to CK IHK after having been referred by the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Immigration Department. They had told him to get a sanitary medical report. To help him obtain citizenship in Uganda.
Doctor, is this a general or unique requirement applicable to only the accused?
My Lord, this is a requirement for everyone seeking citizenship in Uganda by the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Can interpret.
Mirimu gy'akola afuna abantu abajja mu ddwaliro ery'emitwe ku Sikea International Hospital Kampala n'abeekebejja obwongo n'akebera oba balina obulwadde bwonna bw'asanga nga balina obulwadde bwonna n'abajjanjaba ng'akozesa eddagala oluusi ng'akozesa engeri endala y'obujjanjabi nti oluusi bamwetaagisa okuwandiika ripooti ng'amaze okukebera obwongo bw'abantu oluusi nga baagala kubikozesa mu mirimu gy'abantu oluusi nga kooti yeetaaga ripooti ezo oluusi nga beetaaga ripooti ezo okuliyirira abantu n'agamba nti omuvunaanibwa amumanyi nga yagendayo ku ddwaliro erya International Hospital Kampala ng'omu eyali agenzeeyo kumulaba ng'ab'ekitongole kya ministry ey'ensonga z'omunda nga bamusindiseeyo okufuna ripooti eraga nti yali omuntu eyali ategeera bulungi ng'omutwe gwe gukola bulungi asobole okufuna obutuuze mu Uganda. Nti kino bulijjo buli muntu ayagala okufuna obutuuze mu Uganda basooka ab'ekitongole ministry ey'ensonga z'omunda esooka kumusindika omusawo okumukebera oba omutwe gwe gukola bulungi oba nedda.
Doctor, did you carry out the sanitary assessment on the accused person?
Yes, my lord.
And after you carrying out that assessment, did you author a report?
Yes, my lord.
To whom did you give the report?
My lord, I gave the scientific medical report to Mr. Oyam Christopher Okelo.
And after that event, did anything else occur in respect of your client?
No, my lord.
Eventually, did anything else occur in respect of the work that you had done on him?
Well, recently, CK IHK got a police request basing on one of their exhibits. That was a report written by me, so they wanted the hospital administration to verify that, number one, it was a report written by me. Also to verify that it is their headed paper and it's their stamp.
Yes,
followed. Yeah, my lord, when that happened, the hospital administrators reached me to verify if the said report was actually mine.
What did you verify?
My lord, I verified that the report was actually mine. After that, my lord, the hospital administration, through our CEO, wrote back to police concerning the same.
Why is it the CEO that replied the police request?
My lord, it is a policy of the hospital that any external request should be handled at administration level, not at the doctor's level.
before your admin sent out the reply, were you required to do anything in respect of the report that you had authored?
My Lord, after verifying that was actually my report, I countersigned it.
Are you in position to identify a reply from your facility, the sanitary report that you countersigned, and the police request that you are referring to?
Yes, my Lord.
How would you identify?
Okay, that is, he can identify the police request.
Yes, my Lord.
The sanitary report and the reply.
Yes, my Lord.
How would you identify the police report?
My Lord.
The police request, sorry.
My Lord, the police request has their logo on it, headed paper, and they have been signed by Madame, I think Madame Chelimo, if I remember very well.
About your sanitary report?
My sanitary report identified it by my signature, a CK IHK stamp, and it being on the CK IHK logo.
And the letter forwarding your sanitary report?
My Lord, this letter too had the CK IHK logo. It had RCO signature, Azasundo is his name, Azasundo. That also been stamped.
The CEO is called who?
Azasundo.
Can you help me spell that?
AZHAR, then Sundo, SUNDO.
Let's have the interpretation.
Nti yamukebera akora report ejo najiwa mwami Okero nti oluvanyuma enaku eziseeko mabega eddwaliro erya IHK International Hospital Kampala yafuna ebbaruwa nga basinzidde ku bizibiti bye baali balina abapoliisi ne waba abapoliisi basaba nga bagamba nti okusinziira ku bizibiti bye baali balina waliwo ripooti omusawo ono gye yali awandiise ate nga baagala eddwaliro likakase nti oba ye ripooti eyo omusawo ono gye yali akoze era bakakase oba olupapula lwe baali bawandiiseeko lwali lwa ddwaliro ne sitampu y'eddwaliro. Oluvannyuma abakulu b'eddwaliro bamutuukirira okukakasa oba ripooti eyo yali yiye era wandikira poliisi ng'abategeeza ku nsonga ezo nti mu ddwaliro eryo bwe baba nga bawandiika omukulu waabwe yawandiika so si dokita bwe yamala okukakasa nti ripooti yayiye yasaako omukono gwe nti bwe baba bagimulaze ripooti eyo ne request n'ebbaluwa gye bazaayo ku poliisi asobola kubitegeera n'agamba ebbaluwa yali esaba okukakasa yaliko akabonero ka poliisi ng'eri ku lupapula abapoliisi gwe bawandiikako ebbaluwa zaabwe nti ate omupoliisi gwe bayita madamu Kyerimo eyali agisayininze ripooti ye asobola kulabako omukono gwe n'alaba stampu ya CKR International Hospital Kampala n'alabako n'akabonero ka CKR International Hospital Kampala ku bbaluwa yali gye baali baddamu abapoliisi era agamba nti bw'agiraba agijjukirira ku kabonero aka CKR International Hospital Kampala nti ate ne siginica ya mukama waabwe gwe bayita Sundu.
Please look at the document and tell court if you are in position to recognize it.
My Lord, I recognize the documents.
What are they?
Among the documents, my Lord.
Okay, you can begin by the first one, the second, and the third. The first one, what is the first one?
Yeah, the first one is a reply from CKR IHK. By our CEO, Mr. AZAM. It was for the response to the request for the information. That was dated the 10th April 2026.
What was the subject?
The subject was a response to requests for information Vide Gaba.
Gaba, does it quote the police reference?
My Lord, yes. Should I read out the response?
Yes.
Okay.
CRB what?
The CRB 026/2026 in brackets ref CID C40 207 volume 44.
In short, what was your CEO forwarding?
My Lord, my CEO confirmed that the sanitary medical report that had been dated 30th December 2025 in respect to Mr. Oyun Christopher Okello was duly issued by International Hospital Kampala Limited, and also confirmed that was authored and signed by myself, Dr. Brenda Rogers, a psychiatrist. in my capacity as their medical practitioner.
Okay, it had been authored and signed by yourself?
Yes. In my capacity as a medical practitioner at the facility.
Okay.
My Lord,
Okay. About the second document.
okay. My Lord, the second document is my sanitary report I wrote. It was dated 30th December 2025.
And the third document.
My Lord, the third document is the police request for information to support investigations at GABA CRB 026/2026.
Is it dated?
My Lord, this request was dated the 9th of April 2026.
Let's allow interpretation.
Tasobola kutegeera ebiwandiiko ebisatu bye bamuwadde. Ekisooka kya mukama we kye yawandiikira abapoliisi ng'addamu okusaba kwabwe. Mukama we bamuyita mwami Azasundu nga yagiwandiika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 10 Ogwokuna 2026 nti ebbaluwa eyo yali eddamu okusaba kw'abapoliisi mu musango ogw'eggaba enamba 26 kasale 2026. Mukama waabwe yali awandiika kukakasa nti ripooti eyo eddwaliro erya International Hospital Kampala eryali lyagiwandiika nga 3 Ogwokubiri 2025 nga bwali bwakebera bagiwandiikira Okero Christopher ng'ate yali akakasa nti omusawo ono ye yagiwandiika n'ateekako omukono gwe ng'omusawo yali akolera ku ddwaliro eryo. Ekiwandiiko ekyokubiri gye bayita sanitary report oba ebbaluwa eraga nti omuntu yali ategeera bulungi era bagiwandiika nga 3 omwezi Ogwokubiri 2025. Ekiwandiiko ekyokusatu kyekyo poliisi kye yawandiikira eddwaliro nga basaba okufuna nga banoonyereza ku musango ogwagaba enamba 2026 kasale 2026 nga bagiwandiika nga 9 Ogwokuna 2026.
Yes, Mr. Morgan, proceed.
So, Doctor, let's go to the report that you authored.
Yes, my Lord.
When did you author the report?
My Lord, I wrote the report on the 30th December 2025.
And who was your client?
My Lord, my client was Mr. Oyun Christopher Okello.
What other particulars did you take for Mr. Okello?
My Lord, I noted that Mr. Christopher Okello was a 38-year-old male. He was residing in Bonga. My Lord,
Doctor, where did you get that? What was the source of that personal information that you took about your client?
my Lord, Mr. Ian Christopher came to see me personally, so I took all the information from him alone.
So you say he told you he was a resident of Bunga. What else?
Mr. Ian, my Lord, told me that you were single, not married. He was a Christian by religion. And at that time...
Doctor, we are writing.
Oh, sorry, my Lord.
And at that time?
And that time, he had a plan to settle in Uganda and start commercial farming.
Yes. What else?
My Lord, basing on his former request of the sanitary report, I carried out a psychiatric interview on him.
Carried out a psychiatric interview. Yes.
I also carried out, after that, a mental state examination.
Let's allow interpretation.
agamba reporter ye yagiwandiika nga 3 omwezi gw'12 2025 nti ate omulwadde we baali bamuyita Christopher Okello Onyum. N'agamba nti omulwadde we yali alina emyaka 38 egy'obukulu nga musajja nga yali abeera Bunga, nti ebyo omwami Christopher yabimugamba era n'amugamba nti yali tali mufumbo nga mugoberezi wa Kristo, nti ate akaseera ako yali ayagala kutandika kubeera mu Uganda nga akola bizinesi y'obulimi oba okulunda, nti era okusinziira nti yali asabye okukola ripooti okulaba nti omutwe gwe gwali guteredde oba gukola bulungi. Yagezaako okwogeramu naye alabe omutwe gwe oba gwali gukola bulungi oba nedda, oluvannyuma n'amukebera okulaba obwongo bwe bwali bukola bulungi oba nedda.
Doctor, what does this psychiatric examination entail?
My Lord, a psychiatric interview entails asking the client many times open-ended questions. The interview, the interview entails asking various psychiatric conditions, psychiatric questions, sorry, with the aim of...
Doctor, I heard that it entails asking the client many times open-ended questions. That's where I stopped.
Yes, psychiatric questions with the aim of trying to enlist if this client has any mental disorder.
So in this case, what did you do?
My Lord, upon asking him those questions, Mr. Yim told me the following. Mr. Yim told me that he has no history of having excessive sadness. He has no history.
Let's go through, doctor, as I advised.
Doctor, is that all that on your report or?
Yes, my Lord.
Okay.
Should I continue, my Lord, with the same? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No history of excessive sadness.
He had no history of loss of interest in pleasurable activities.
Sorry, kindly repeat that. He had no history of having excessive sadness.
Yes, my Lord. He had no history of loss of interest in pleasurable activities.
Yes.
My Lord, he also had no history of excessive fears or excessive worries. He had no history of worries, yes.
I shall be prompting you.
Okay.
No history of excessive fears.
Or worries.
Worries.
Yes.
Yes.
He had no history of excessive happiness. Or increase in goal-directed activities.
Increase
in goal-directed activities.
Okay, if I may pause a little there.
For interpretation first.
nti okumukebera obwongo nti bamubuuza ebibuuzo bingi nti ebimu bamubuuza okulaba nti oba omutwe gwe gukola bulungi oba nedda nti musango guno ng'amaze okumubuuza ebibuuzo ebyo bye bababuuza yamugamba bino yamugamba nti yali tafunangako okunyiiga okusukkiridde era nti teyafunangako okubeerawo nga takyayagala kwetaba mu bintu ebyessanyu nti era yali talina okubeerawo ng'awulira atidde nnyo nnyo oba yeeraliikiridde nnyo nti era teyalina ekiraga nti yali asanyuka nnyo 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 oba okubeerawo ng'ayagala kukola ebintu ebisukkiridde.
Doctor, why were these questions important in your professional assessment of your client?
My Lord, these questions help us to establish various mental disorders, if any, in any client that comes before us.
Okay.
Continue. My Lord, he had no history of...
Just a minute. How do they help you? The court would want to know why, for example, you focus on excessive sadness or interest in pleasurable activities or excessive fears and worries or excessive happiness or excessive goal-oriented activities. Why is this particular direction important to you as a profession in determining or detecting mental disorders?
My Lord, these questions are key to the various mental disorders. For example,
mental disorders. Yes.
When I ask a client if you had history of excessive sadness or loss of interest in pleasurable activities,
yes,
I'm trying to elicit if you have depression.
Okay.
If I ask about fears, excessive fears, or excessive worries, I'm trying to elicit if you have an anxiety disorder.
Yes.
The question I asked about excessive happiness or increase in goal-directed activities, I am trying to elicit if the client has bipolar affective disorder.
As what? Sorry?
As bipolar affective disorder.
Affective.
Affective disorder.
Okay. So other than that, what else did he reveal to you? Or did you ask him?
He told me that he has no use of hearing voices. Or seeing things other people could not see. When I asked that, my Lord, I'm trying to elicit if you have hallucinations.
Okay.
My Lord, he also told me that he has no history of using illicit drugs like cannabis. However, he occasionally used alcohol. My Lord, that helps me to elicit if someone has a substance use disorder.
Yes.
He also told me that he has no history of having had any traumatic experience in his life. That is a question that can help me elicit if someone has what we call PTSD.
If somebody has
PTSD,
which is?
It's post-traumatic stress disorder.
Proceed.
My Lord, the client told me that I was the first mental health personnel he has ever seen in his life.
What did he say?
He told me that I was the first, this was the first visit to a mental health personnel in his life.
And how did you reflect that in your report?
Pardon?
How did you reflect that in your report?
If I get what you're saying.
Yeah, what did you write? How did you report that information in your report?
This is the index visit to mental health personnel.
What? Index visit?
Yeah, index visit, the first visit to mental health personnel, my Lord. And that he had never taken any psychiatric medications.
He had never taken any
psychiatric medication, my lord.
What else?
My lord, the client disclosed that was a patient of a chronic medical condition, sickle cell disease, and that he was regularly taking medication for that purpose.
Anything else?
Yes, my lord. Mr. Yum told me that he was the third born of 4 children, that his parents are alive and they are well. He also told me that there was no history of any mental illness in their family.
Okay. Let's allow interpretation.
agambye nti ebibuuzo bye babuuza abalwadde abajja mu ddwaliro lyabwe bya nkizo nnyo okusobola okutegeera bulwadde ki bw'omuntu bw'alina ku bwongo bwe. Okugezesa bw'abuuza nti wali obaddeko awo n'owulira ng'onakuwadde nnyo n'owulira nga tokyayagala kwetaba mu bintu ebyessanyu, aba agezaako okulaba omuntu oba alina obulwadde bwa depression oba okubeera ng'omuntu munakuwavu buli kaseera. Bw'abuuza nti oba omuntu abeerawo n'awulira ng'atidde nnyo oba yeeraliikiridde nnyo, aba ayagala kulaba oba alina obulwadde obw'okweraliikirira nnyo oba anxiety disorders. Nti era bw'abuuza oba omuntu awadde nga abaawo n'abeera nga musanyufu nnyo oba n'ayagala kukola ebintu ebisukkiridde, aba ayagala kulaba oba omuntu oyo alina obulwadde obunene obukosa obwongo ate nga bulwawo okuwona, obwayita bipolar affective disorder. Era yamugamba nti yali talaba ebintu oba kuwulira ebintu abalala bye batawulira, n'agamba era yali takozesa biragalalagala ng'enjaga oba ebirala. Ye n'agamba nti olw'olumu yali anywa ku mwenge, nti okulaba nti oba era ebyo byonna bimubuuza okulaba oba yali alina obuzibu nga buva mu kukozesa ebiragalagala. Nti era yamugamba nti yali tafunangako okuyisibwa bubi oba trauma, era bw'aba mubuuza ebyo aba ayagala kulaba oba yali afunyeeko okuyisibwa bubi ate ne kimukosa kye bayita post traumatic stress disorder. Nti era yamugamba nti gwali mulundi gwe gwali gusookera ddala okulaba omusawo w'obwongo mu bulamu bwe, era n'agamba nti tanywangako eddagala erikwata ku bulwadde bwonna obw'obwongo, naye n'amugamba nti yali alina obulwadde bwa nalubiri oba sikose, nti ate yali ali ku ddagala ly'obulwadoovo. Era yamugamba nti waka yewakusatu mu baana 4 nti abazadde be bakyaliwo ate bali bulungi, nti ate mu kika kyonna talinayo gw'amanyi nga alina obulwadde bw'obwongo.
So, Doctor, apart from what your client disclosed to you in the interview, did you proceed to carry out your independent mental examination on him?
My Lord, I proceeded to carry out a mental state examination.
Yes.
My Lord, from this examination, I noted that Mr. Ojun Christopher was a middle-aged man. He looked kempt.
Was a middle-aged
man. He was kempt and was well nourished.
What do you consider to declare somebody well nourished? Just for the record, in your medical profession.
My Lord, he looked healthy, I could say. He never appeared sick in any way, physically. That time I saw him.
Okay, you say he was well nourished. Proceed.
My Lord, I note that he was calm. He kept eye contact. And he had no odd behaviors.
No?
Odd behavior of any sort.
Why was this important for you to observe?
My Lord, all behaviors, they help us to know if this person could be acting that this person could be acting under the influence of probably voices he's hearing in his head, or could be seeing things others could see.
Yes.
Yes.
Interpretation, please.
Nti bwe yamala okumugamba ebyo naye yongerayo n'okumukebera obwongo, era mu kukebera n'alaba nti yali musajja akuze ng'alabika bulungi ate nga talina bulwadde okusinziira bwe yamulaba. Yali mukakamu ate ng'omuntu bw'aba ayogera asigala ng'amutunuulidde. Yali talina enneeyisa eyali teri ya bulijjo. Kino kituyamba okumanya oba omuntu yali akola byonna bye yali akola nga awulira amaloboozi oba okulaba ebintu abantu abalala bye baali tebalaba.
Proceed, Doctor.
My Lord, I also noted that his speech was coherent. It was of normal weight. It was of normal volume. And it was of normal tone. I noted that his mood was euphonic.
You noted that
his mood
before the mood. I'm interested in you following the report.
Okay.
In the order it appears.
Okay.
Yes. After the speech.
Okay. My Lord, I noted that his thoughts were logical, with no preoccupations, no overvalued ideas, and no delusions. My Lord, he had
Okay. No overvalued ideas and no?
delusions, my Lord.
Okay.
Yes.
My Lord, he had euphonic mood.
He had
Euphonic mood, EUTHYMIC. That's what we call basically a normal mood.
Yes.
This was congruent with affect. That means they match.
Congruent first.
Congruent with affect.
Would you please spell that word?
CONGRUENT.
Which means, which was
congruent with affect.
With affect, meaning
that both the mood and the affect are in agreement.
Yes.
Doctor, would you help us understand what affect means?
Affect, for example, is your current emotions. For example, if I look at you, your facial expression, I can tell that you are sad or you are happy. That is affect. While mood is a sustained emotion over a certain period of time.
Mood is what? While mood is a sustained
emotion or feelings over a certain period of time.
Yes. From affect.
My Lord, Mr. Yum had no perceptual disturbances. And he also had no cognitive disturbances.
I'm still going to ask you to help court appreciate what you mean by perceptual and cognitive disturbances.
My Lord, perceptual disturbances are in line with if you are having abnormal sensations, like for example, you are hearing voices, others are not hearing them. You are seeing things.
Let's go slow, doctor. For example, hearing.
You are hearing voices, others are not hearing them. You are seeing things, others are not seeing. Why cognitive disturbances? There we are looking at your memory. You are looking at your attention span. Your concentration. Your general knowledge of what's happening around you. Your ability to judge the situations well around you. Your ability to do basic mathematics.
Ability to do basic
mathematics. And if you are able to tell the time or the year we are in, or even to tell who you are as a person.
Again, doctor, why is this particular assessment in your mental health examination about these aspects of perceptual and cognitive perceptions, or rather disturbances?
My Lord, from a mental state examination, as a professional,
from a mental state
examination, as a professional, I will be able to conclude whether someone has a mental illness or not at the time.
Yes, proceed with your findings.
My Lord,
maybe before you do, it might be too much for interpretation. Let's allow the interpretation.
Yalaba nga yali ayogera nga bulijjo nga talina buzibu, nti era yalaba nga yali alowooza bulungi nga talina bwe mutawaanya mu mutwe, era n'agamba nti embeera ze zaali ng'eza bulijjo, nti ate embeera ze nga bwe zaali era bwe wamulabanga n'omanya nti embeera ze ne bwali nga kye kimu, nti era n'akinyanya n'agamba nti ye ng'omusawo asobola okukulaba n'agamba nti oba oli munakuwavu oba oli musanyufu, nti ate okulaba nti mood oba okulaba embeera z'olimu akwekebeja okumala ekiseera n'amanya nti mbeera zo ziri bwe ziti. Nti mwami Okero bwe yamukebera yasanga nga yali talina ebimutawaanya mu mutwe ng'okulaba oba okuwulira abantu abalala bye batalaba, nti ate yali ajjukira bulungi ebintu bye yali amanyi ng'asobola kutunuulira ekintu kimu n'abisigala ku kintu kimu nga tawankawanka, nti ate n'okumanya ebintu ebimwetoolodde oba ebigenda mu maaso, n'amanya okwawula ebintu ebyali kumpi naye, nti ate ng'asobola kugattamu n'okwawula nti yali asobola kwogera essaawa zaali meka oba mwaka ki gwe tulimu, oba n'okugamba nti nze gundi. Ng'omusawo bw'aba akebera obwongo kiba kimuyamba okulaba oba okugamba nti omuntu alina obulwadde bw'obwongo oba tabuyina ku kaseera ako.
Doctor, proceed.
My Lord, basing on the psychiatric interview, plus my personal mental state examination, at the time he presented to me, I established that Mr. Oyon Christopher had no established mental disorder. My Lord,
First interpret that.
Nti okusinziira bwe yayogera ne mwami Onyum Christopher, nti ate n'okumukebera kwe yamukolako yakakasa nti mwami Onyum Christopher yali talina bulwadde bwa bwongo bwonna.
Yes.
My Lord, I therefore affirmed that time that Mr. Oyon Christopher was sane and mentally fit to live and work in Uganda.
Did you sign off the report?
Yes, my Lord, I signed the report.
Was it stamped then?
Yes, my Lord.
What was the date of signing or stamping?
My Lord, I signed it on that very day, 30th December 2026.
2020?
2025, sorry. And the stamp was of the same date.
N'olwekyo akakasa nti akaseera ako Onyumu bwe yagendera mu ddwaliro lyabwe yali talina bulwadde bwa bwongo bwonna ate nga tali mulalu era nga yali mulamu bulungi okusobola kukola mu Uganda ate n'okubeeramu n'asayininga n'ateekako sitampu n'ateekako ennaku z'omwezi 3 ogw'Ekumi-n'ebiri 2025.
You have earlier told the court that the forwarding letter was authored by your executive director,
Yes, my lord.
Mr. AZAM.
Yes, my lord.
How did you know it was authored by him?
My lord, I received a copy of this reply to the police. From the hospital.
Other than the fact of a copy being given to you, what else makes you sure that this letter was issued, rather authored by your executive director?
My lord, I'm sure because this letter was on CK headed paper. It was stamped with a CK stamp and signed by the CEO.
Are you familiar with, were you familiar with the signing of your CEO?
My lord, I'm not familiar with his signature.
My Lord, I pray to tender the report. And together as with the forwarding letter and the request letter, my Lord, the request letter being, the request letter, we pray that it is admitted as a PID, but the forwarding letter and the report admitted as exhibits.
agambye nti ebbaluwa mukama we gwe bayita mwami Aza ye yagiwandiika era oluvannyuma ne bamuwaako kopi eyo yebbaluwa gye baali bawandiikira abapoliisi nga babaddamu era nti mukama waabwe yagiwandiika nga bagiwandiika ku lupapula lw'eddwaliro eryo lya Sikeya ne bateekamu ne sitampu yaabwe oyasayininga ye mukama waabwe. Agamba takakasa mukono gwa mukama we era ne basaba nti ebbaluwa gye omukama we gye yawandiika bagikirize owekitiibwa agirabeko agyekenenye ripooti n'ebbaluwa gye bawandiika nga basaba nga baddamu poliisi babikirize ng'ebizibiti ebyoludda olwabwe.
Who is making a reply? Is it you, Mr. Kumbuga?
My Lord, no objection.
Okay, a certified copy of the sanity report for Mr. Onyum Christopher Okello, dated 30th December 2025 and authored by Dr. Agenda Christopher of CCare IHK, is hereby admitted as an exhibit, and it is marked PEX 8A. PEX 8A, and the letter authored by Azza Sundu, the CEO of International Hospital, Kampala, trading as CCare IHK, dated 10th April 2026, addressed the Deputy Director of Criminal Investigation, CID Headquarters, confirming the sanity report to have been authored by Dr. Agenda Rogers, who is witness number 12, a psychiatrist at the facility, which attached a certified copy of the sanity report that was dated 30th December 2025, is also admitted, and it is marked as PEX 8B. A police request which was dated 9th April 2026 and authored by SCP Shelimo Biata to the hospital administrator, CK International Hospital, Kampala, is admitted for identification and it is marked PEID 6.
Kopi jebakakasa nti report jebakakasa nti omusawo ono ali wano mu doctor agenda yagiwandiika nga 3 mwezi gwa 12 2025 bagikiriza ng'ekizibiti ekyomunaana a era ebbaluwa omukulu w'eddwaliro lya CK International Hospital Kampala kawaita AZAM yewandiika nga 10 ogwokuna 2026 ng'awandikira poliisi okukakasa nti ripooti omusawo ono yagiwandiika nayo yo bagikiriza ng'ekizibiti ekyomunaana ba ebbaluwa poliisi gye yawandiika ng'omupoliisi gwe bayita SCP Cherimo yagiwandiika nga 9 ogwokuna 2026 yagiwandiikira eddwaliro okukakasa ripooti kooti egyekanyiza era n'egiwa enamba gye tuyita PEID ey'omukaaga.
My Lord, that's all from the witness.
Mr. Kumbuga, how much time will you take with Dr. Agenda? If you're taking a lot of time, I would have requested that we proposed that we take a short health break, but depends on how much time you want to stay with him. A short health break. Okay. In that case, let's come back at 2 p.m.
Tukomawo sawa 8.
Abakyara empangare nimwe mwena bisha bo murembe musya noyenda kujwara ukarebe kaje nkomukazi we
was normal. My Lord, this report verified that the client is of the sound mind.
I think his question is that this was as of 30th of December 2025. Would you know his mental health after this date? Is that your question?
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, this was one-time contact with this client. So you confirm you cannot know his mental status after 30th December 2025? Yes, my Lord. My Lord, that's all.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mwaganya, any re-exam?
My Lord, no re-exam.
Agambye nti akimanyi nti ebbaluwa ezigera ku bulamu bw'omuvunaanibwa ziri ku fayiro ya kooti nti ate omuvunaanibwa yali asaba okubeera omunnauganda nti ate ebiseera ebisinga bakukkiriza okubeera munnayuganda nga bamaze okutegeera oba omutwe gwe gutegeera bulungi oba nedda. Takimanyi oba bamukkiriza oba tebamuwa obutuuze mu Uganda. N'agamba nti yamugamba nti oluusi yali anywako ku mwenge naye teyamuggyako omusaayi okukebera omwenge gwe yali alina mu mubiri gwali gwenkana ki. Era agamba nti teyamuggyako omusaayi okumukebera ebintu byonna oba ebitokooza obwongo ebyali mu mubiri gwe. Yamugamba nti yali talina buzibu bwonna n'obwongo bwe era ne mu kika kyabwe bali tebabulina, nti naye bw'amukebera aba asobola kumanya nti oba alina obulwadde bw'obwongo oba nedda. Nti teyakakasa oba bali tebalina bulwadde bw'obwongo mu kika kyabwe okuggyako yeeye yamugamba nti mu ebibuuzo byamubuuza ng'amukebera teyabiwandiika mu ripooti wabula yawandiika ebyali byetaagisa ng'amaze okwogera naye, nti ebibuuzo bulijjo tebabiwandiika mu ripooti. Nti ate nti mu ripooti tasobola kuteekamu ekiraga nti akakasiza omuclient we kye yamugamba. N'agamba nti mu ripooti ye yagamba nti omuntu ono yali asobola kutunulira omuntu n'asigala ng'amutunuulidde, yali mukkakkamu era kisoboka nti omuntu bw'aba asaba obutuuze ng'alina obulwadde bw'obwongo bayinza okugaana okumuwa obutuuze. N'agamba nti yali alina obulwadde bwa nalubiri oba sickle cells, nti ate waliwo ebintu bingi ebireetera omuntu okufuna obulwadde bw'obwongo. N'agamba nti nalubiri oba sickle cell eyinza okuvaako omuntu okufuna obulwadde bw'obwongo naye si kye kireetera omuntu okufuna obulwadde bw'obwongo awo, nti oluvannyuma lw'ebiseera bingi asobola kufuna obulwadde bw'obwongo. Agamba nti ripooti eyo tagiwandiika nga 3 mwezi gwa 12 2025, nti ate mu kaseera ako omuntu oyo omutwe gwe gwali gukola bulungi, nti naye okuva ebiseera ebyo yali tasobola kugamba nti oba omutwe gwe gwali gukyakola bulungi oba nedda.
Thank you. Doctor, just help me understand something. Help me understand the relationship between sickle cells and mental ill health. What's the relationship?
My Lord, when sickle cell disease, they can get some of these complications can be a stroke, some strokes, my Lord, can manifest with psychiatric symptoms. My Lord, sometimes the medications they use, the painkillers, especially in high doses, can also lead to manifestations of symptoms of mental illness. My Lord, sometimes because of the chronic pain. They can be distressed by the so much pain. They get into a sense of helplessness. And may consider possibly taking their own lives or develop a depression, for example.
Mr. Okello, after telling you that he was a sickle cell disease patient, do you also observe these kinds of things? The distress, the depression, do you observe them?
Yes, my Lord.
You observe distress?
I hope I've gotten your question clear, my Lord.
Okay, you have told us that when somebody when somebody is a sickler or is suffering from sickle cell disease, they can get multiple complications. And
yes,
one of the complications is a stroke, some of which manifest with psychiatric symptoms.
Yes, my Lord.
Maybe I can ask you one by one. Did you observe anything like a stroke on him?
No, my Lord.
Okay, you also said because of the medications, the painkillers, that they can also manifest symptoms of mental illness. Did you observe that?
No, my Lord.
And then you said because of the chronic pain, they may get distressed and they can run into depression. Did you see depression on him?
No, my Lord.
Okay.
agamba nti omuntu bw'aba alina obulwadde bwa nalubiri oba sickle cell asobola kufuna obuzibu bungi. Ekisooka asobola kufuna stroke oba okugangawala, ate oluusi ayinza okufuna ebiraga nti omutwe gwe gufunye obuzibu, obwongo bufunye obuzibu, nti ate n'oluusi omuntu bw'aba amira eddagala erikendeeza ku bulumi nalyo liyinza okumuleetera obubonero obulaga nti omuntu alina obuzibu n'obwongo bwe. Era olw'okubeera nti aba ayita mu bulumi bungi kiyinza okumuviirako okwekyawa n'okwagala kwejja mu bulamu bw'ensi. Naye nti bwe yamukebera ng'amaze okwogera naye bino byonna talina kye yamulabako.
Mr. Kumbuga, anything that arises from my questioning, please ask.
Since he's a known sickle cell patient, after your examination, isn't it true that these conditions you have named, stroke, depression, can manifest?
My Lord, the fact that he's still alive, they can manifest at any time of his life.
Agamba nti ekiseera ekyo yamukeberera obubonero buno yali tabulina, naye engeri gy'akyali omulamu obubonero buno buyinza okulabika essaawa yonna.
Doctor, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome,
You can step down. Prosecution, are we still in a position to proceed? Can we still hear each other?
My Lord, not accurately. We, under next witness, we also require to set up the screen. We are going to be dealing with the CCTV. My Lord, I propose a short break for the rain to settle down a bit.
Okay, the prosecution has indicated that their next witness requires setting up of screens, and that would be done after the rain has subsided. But we do not know when it's going to do that. And it is now 3 p.m. The whole team has been working hard the whole of this week. I am adjourning this case to Monday, 20th of April at 9 a.m. for further hearing of the prosecution's case, and the accused person is further remanded till Monday, the 20th of April at 9 a.m. Prosecution, bring your witnesses on that day. We should try to start early.
Omuwabi wa gavumenti agambye nti baagala kulaba obujulizi obuli ku TV n'olwekyo ate enkuba ng'ekyatonya ate nyingi n'olwekyo omulamuzi agamba tujja kuddamu balaza nga 2 Ogwokuna 2026 ssaawa 3 ez'okumakya.
I want to thank you all for being cooperative and for all your work. Have a good weekend.
Abeebaza mwenna olw'okubeera nga mukwataganye naffe bulungi ate abaagaliza weekend ennungi.
Unless you're going to this in, come here tomorrow.